dogs and I are driving up the Mountain Loop Highway, and we're going to take you on a little unmarked adventure. The dogs and I are on a logging road, and there's no actual trail here, but there's some really neat features, and I'm hoping to show them to you, but there is a lot of flooding and snow on the ground right now, so we'll see how far we get. Starting right off with a waterfall, and then this is all flooded, but I wanted to show you something on the other side. So we'll see if there's a way to get there. Yeah, I was not expecting this ice. Hopefully it's not too bad the whole way. But since this isn't a trail and nobody's out here at all, I've got the dogs off leash, which is pretty nice for them. Here's one of the reasons I'm glad that nobody's out here, because people like to come out here and shoot and just leave it. There's garbage all over the place, and that really isn't the sort of person I want to run into all alone out here. It's not raining at the moment, but we're actually in atmospheric river, so I would not be surprised if we get rain. And that is the Stillaguamish River. We'll get up alongside of that closer up here a ways. Beautiful Stillaguamish. Now we're up closer to the Stillaguamish, and boy, it is loud and full right now. I don't know if you can just make out the road bridge. This is called Red Bridge. I drove over that to get here. American robin on this log. I'm not sure what that is. Something maybe to measure the water flow. There's a pipe going down to the river, and then on this side, a pretty little waterfall. I don't know if it's going to show up, but just past this little water station thing down here, there is an old bridge foundation. I don't know how long ago there was a bridge here, but it's pretty cool to see its old foundation. And the first time we came out here, there was actually a Canada goose nesting on it. And then on the other side, I think even a little harder to see maybe, there's a concrete with ferns growing on top. You can see the other side. They're gearing up for some more logging up that way, I think. This was kind of brushy and they cleared it out, and now they've moved some blocks in. I don't know if they've done anything down this way. Hopefully not. It's about 38 degrees today. So the snow is melting, but it's pretty cold. Look at all that beautiful moss. And lichens hanging from the trees. Like mostly moss here. Look at all these cool lichens. It's like every 20 feet there's another stream. Everything is just saturated. How pretty. According to Merlin, the song we're hearing is a Pacific wren. I hope that comes out on the camera. And we come out of the thicker forest into a little alder forest, or a little aspen forest. All right, We are at the next point of interest. We've got this little spring here, which is so cool. It's a little cold freshwater spring that just bubbles right up, churning up from there. And I'm not sure what geology or hydrology is causing this particular spring, but it's really neat, and it's always flowing. All right, I have a very narrow stick here, and it's almost as tall as I am, so that's almost 5'4". Okay. Not very deep. Is that a foot? Yep. Whoa, there's a little deeper. So let's see. Maybe 2 feet or so at the deepest point that I found. Not super deep, but definitely interesting. All right, back to our walk. This part's a little lower and prone to flooding. So far the road isn't too mushy, but you can see from that spring and from all of the melting snow and rain, it's really, really wet alongside. Now we're right alongside the Stillaguamish. Beautiful. This is a good spot to turn around, but this road goes just a little further and ends at one of the tributaries into the Stillaguamish, so I think we're gonna hike it. I'm already like almost 0.7 miles into this walk, and I think I remember that I forgot to lock my car, so whatever. Well, the path was pretty melted out until here, so let's see how we do. I do have my Garmin because there's no signal here for my cell phone. Well, it looks like if I stay to the left, I can keep my feet mostly dry. Ooh, I'm not sure about this one. Oh, maybe if I stay to the right. Are you going wading? Frodo is stuck. It's like a big dog made those sometime back. Hopefully it was just a dog. You never know. We are out in the National Forest here. All right, next point of interest is this old mossy bridge that has been pulled up and left on this road for as long as I can remember. There's a couple sections here. Little trees growing on it, covered with moss. There's looking down through the middle of it. Maybe it's 2 halves of the same bridge, actually. I see the rail on this side, and on that one, the rail on that side. So it'd be like a 2-lane bridge here. Pretty narrow, but 2 lanes. And I think it used to be set up on the river that we're almost to that tributary of the Stillaguamish. Yeah, has the required amount of graffiti. Oh, nice. So normally this has a great big rocky beach and you can almost wade across, but I sure wouldn't want to do that today. We are 1 mile exactly right here. That's with just a little bit meandering, mostly just walking on through. And I think we'll turn around here. So if I don't see anything else to show you, I will see you back near the car, and hopefully I can find that last thing. But a beautiful day to be out. We so far haven't got rained on, which is a miracle. And it's so great to get out in the outdoors and get some fresh air. Here's some signs of spring, some kind of bulb coming up. There's another one through there. That's always encouraging when you've got all of this on the ground. This is kind of funny to me. This is like the snow that's built up on the side, and this stick was buried in it. And when it had less weight, it could pop up, but it has this like hanging like an ornament. Are you gonna lick it? It just looks funny. Oh, they're all riled up. They've had a good walk. And Luna doesn't mind the water, so she's been like wading in up to her armpits. Got about half mile back to the car, hoping nobody broke in since it wasn't locked, I don't think. And just beautiful out here. Okay, well, this used to be an informational sign, and I was just too far in to see where I was trying to get to. I'm going to walk you right over there. There's an old mine across this creek. This is where I'm going to get my feet wet. All right, I'll just wade through it. Woo, that's icy water. Okay, and this is all ice over here, so I'm going to try to be careful. This was probably an old gold mine. And it sounds very drippy. See if I can get some light in here. I'm not sure how far back that goes, but it must be a ways. Ooh. Huh. Hello. It'd be really freaky if something said hello back. Very wet. Soggy walls. Are there rails in here? Nope, just sticks it looks like right here. Huh. Pretty cool though. You never know what you'll find when you go exploring. Just pulling into an unmarked pullout, and all of that was here to explore and see. And I think we've got some rain now, so this was perfect timing. I have two secret weapons. One is I have wool socks on, so that keeps my feet mostly warm even if they get wet. The other is I knew I had dry socks and shoes in the car. Well, that was a fun morning out. 2.15 miles round trip and about 120 feet of elevation gain. That's just a really nice little place to get out and stretch your legs when it's snowier higher up and rain is on the way and you don't want to get drenched for hours. Nice and short and very rewarding with all of those different things to see. I hope you enjoyed coming along on our little walk in the woods, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.